What's going on, everybody? Today in the simulator on GSPro, we're going to be playing the new week's Sim Golf Tour stuff. A little bit about my setup. I have two Logitech 920 something cameras here and here. I'm using OBS Studio for recording. I got a big flat screen TV that we're going to replace, another smaller TV here, and then a monitor that has OBS on it. More importantly, my launch monitor is a Uneekor Eye Mini Lite. I'm not going to say how much any of this costed because nobody cares and you can look it up on the internet yourself. The mat I'm hitting from is a SIG Pro Softy 4x10. SIG Pro Softy 4x10 is way too big unless you're going to have lefties and righties playing at the same time in your simulator, right? So I would just get the little 2x1, which I think is like the 4x, or wait, I don't know what this ends up being. It's too big though. I got a little caddy for my golf balls. Club Keyboard Sim Caddie here for general controls. I only really use up, down, left, and right. And my computer is a gaming computer with a 10700K processor and a GTX, well, it's RTX now, 3080 Ti. Anyhow, now that all that BS is out of the way, normal disclaimer, I don't take this too seriously. Sometimes I have a good time, sometimes I get kind of pissed off. I'm sure that's how everybody else that's watching this is too. And sometimes I do cuss, up to and including an occasional F-bomb, depending on how bad the round's going. If stuff like that bothers you, go watch somebody else's video or mute the video. Doesn't really matter to me. Yeah, anyway, another thing of note is I am saving the tips tour for last because I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. I wouldn't get on the tips tour unless your drives are probably 275 yards average and they're pretty straight, or else you're just gonna get your ass stomped into the ground every round. So I'm going to start up here with the Web Tour Winter 2024. Also, it's Christmas Eve. I've got all my presents wrapped and the car's loaded to go to Grandma's tomorrow, so I'm going to try to sneak in a couple rounds. We're going to try to do rounds 1 and 2 here at Wildflower Golf Course. I've already talked too much. Here are your vitals: stroke play, 5-foot gimme auto putt, tee box is yellow, 6,100 yards total course length, so that's going to be nice. Mulligans are off, obviously. Thursday pins, greens are normal, stimps 10, firmness is normal. Elevation is 1,368 feet above sea level, so the stuff will go a little bit further. I don't know why my taskbar won't disappear, so the bottom, I don't know, ½ inch of the screen is going to be cut off. I'm going to load this course up, put you on pause for a second until it is ready to go. All right, we're back. First hole at Wildflower Golf Course here. You can see it dog legs right. That OB there, if I try to hit over it, I would probably hit the ball right into the trees. So first shot's going to be with a 6-iron. I have not swung a club in probably 4 days. I haven't warmed up, but I did do some chores prior to this down in the wood shop, so should be a little bit warmed up. That was super fat. Hopefully we can get around the bend here and have a shot at the green. 135. Got some wind blowing here. Little worm burner. That sucks. Oh yeah, that was low and on the toe. Kind of lucky that went anywhere at all. All right, like I said, we're gonna warm up as we go. Way too far there, hit across the cart path. That club doesn't normally go that far. Sit down. Greens, at least on this hole, is pretty flat. Not quite. Okay, what do we got here? Something I can use driver on. That ought to be fun. Driver's hard enough as it is. And I can't see my rank, so that's pretty nice. Maybe I'm glad the taskbar won't disappear. Okay, wind's in our face. I can't really give any, I don't know where this is gonna go. I haven't swung driver in a long time. Well, that ain't bad at all. Okay, 283. Not even close. Okay, I buried that. Looks like there's a rock over there next to the fairway. Still warming up here. Should have taken another club. Might sneak up there. Oh, slow down, baby. That wasn't a bad shot for me. Try to not have too many of those. 5-foot gimme circle's pretty forgiving as it is. I'm gonna pause you guys for just a minute. All right, I'm back. I was trying to see if I could hide the scorecard popping up after every hole's complete, but the option's grayed out. Okay, looks like we're gonna be hitting out of the shit. 139. Boom. Hit it right off that tree. I meant to do that, so that's pretty cool. I'm just kidding, I did not mean to do that. Could you imagine if you were accurate enough to hit a tree trunk? I don't know. Everything's going a little far, which is a lot better than it not going far enough, I guess, right? Oh no, slow down. I love hanging out in the simulator, but man, sometimes you need to take a break. Especially after the tips tour, that thing will make you wonder why you ever picked up a golf club to begin with. We might get around to it, we might not. It's just too damn hard without a solid drive. Okay, another worm burner. Yeah, it is what it is, baby. Didn't even, just picked it right off the tee. That's how low the shot was on the club. That's sadly the first pure feeling shot that I've made today. Nope, not enough. This sure ain't gonna be one of those rounds where I shoot an 85. That's for damn sure. Oh, it didn't break at all. What do we got here? 375. That ball's got a beat up spot on it. Looks like we're hitting downhill too. Let's bend something around that tree. Like as if that's where it's actually gonna go, right? Oh lordy, that'd have been so badass. Good shot though. 70, 97 downhill, 5 yards. Still wasn't enough. Roll up there. Oh, nice. For par. Boy, that might be the only one of those we get all stinking day. Six. I don't know what that's gonna do, boy. That was toey. Yeah, that just felt funny right off the club. Low again, yep. Must be standing up. Oh, not enough. You gotta watch out of that rough, especially green side. I think it penalizes you 20% or something on GSPro. You gotta give it quite a bit more than you think you should, or you're gonna come up short. Okay, this is gonna play like a buck, almost a $1.50. Come on, scorecard, beat it. I mean, it's not a bad shot. It's gonna roll too far, but it was off the white lines again and felt absolutely terrible. I'm gonna putt. I'm gonna aim for the very outside edge of the circle. We're down quite a bit. Tell it we're putting and see what happens. I am putting. There we go, it got it that time. Yes, we needed that. We needed that. Oh, and that ball is going to the moon. What do we got here? 481. That's no good. Well, we might be all right. Kind of, I don't know. Let's just poke something through there, I guess. Where is GSPro aiming us? This is probably a poor choice, but fun's the name of the game, right? That was super lucky. And this is a par 5. Pretty damn hard to complain about that. We're hitting uphill out of the rough though, so you got to give this a little more than you're used to. Get up there. Oh no. Let's see, should we putt? Putt. Knows we're putting. And then it says it's uphill a little bit. I ain't buying that. Maybe it is. Left that what I would say severely short. Yes. Oh, missed opportunity. Okay, 175 uphill with a tailwind. We'll see what this club does here. Oops. Gotta shag my balls here. At least as many of them as I can grab with one hand without fumbling them around too much. Pretty pure hit. It's too far left though. Might get something. No, we will be playing out of the off the beach here. No, you're not in the Matrix. Somebody was blowing up my phone. Ah. There's that damn scorecard that reminds you every chance it gets that you're not doing that great. This is a dangerously skinny fairway here, and you got to hit a $190 to get to the bend. Fairway that skinny with the way my driver goes. Let's try something else here. Maybe. That crummy little bounce put us all the way in the cabbage on the right side, but the 6-iron got us somewhere there. What is this? It's a par 4. That was a 5-iron, but no bueno on the distance. Okay, 45 yards uphill from the shag. Stay in that circle, baby. Just missed it. All right, is this, oh, little shorty here. 146, it's gonna play like 135. Got a tailwind too. Yeah. That was thin. Looks like it stuck nice though, and then did some nonsense and went over to the left. I'm gonna putt. Might be a bad idea, it might not. Let's see. Let me give this a whack here. Ah, shit. Okay, I wanted to get up. So I wasn't putting up that hill anymore, so I guess mission accomplished. Now we're relatively flat. get in that hole. Damn it. Okay, I'll take a bogey. Double bogeys when I start getting, you know, you get a double bogey, you're not gonna go into that hole with a clear head. At least I'm not. Because you're automatically thinking, what can I do in the next few holes to overcome this double bogey, you know? Okay, that one's going hard left. Bounced off the road. It's gonna tell us we've hit OB. I don't know. It's too toey. Yeah, that's the problem. So it's almost like when it's dangerous to hit left. I don't know, maybe scoot up a little or something? Shit, I don't know. And that one's going the opposite direction. Should just be in some crummy cabbage. Still quite a ways away. Not a great shot. Still about $1.50 out here. Sit. Oh, do we overcook it? Way past the hole. There's one of those beloved double bogeys I was just talking about. There's a teeny little bit of fairway that could stop in. Not quite though. Must have hit the ball low because I didn't even move the tee. We're hitting over a bunker, uphill, into the wind, all the good things. Hit another one off the bottom. That kind of stung. You know, like when you hit a softball off of a softball bat the wrong way. And you can see we're gonna have to flop this thing out of here, and that still might not work. Okay, it did work. For a par. What are we doing here? 520? We might be all right. Pretty low off the club, didn't even move the tee. Still a country mile to go. Looks like GSPro wants me to hit kind of into the cabbage. Low again? Yeah. It's all right. Yeah, we're still 260 yards from the hole, and it's a par 5. I'd say the chances of not taking a double bogey on this are slim. We'll do what we can though, I guess. Okay, that basically left us with an impossible approach. We'll just use Old Faithful here. Usually get pretty good contact on the 7-iron, but this hole is turning out to be a nightmare here. Okay. Yeah, this hole's gonna chew up some strokes for show. Oh Lord. Let's just get this out of here. Punch it with the 7-iron. It's exactly the shot I wanted to hit, just I guess it actually worked. Okay, this hole is turning into bad juju here. It says we're flat, but it doesn't look like it. Even with that extremely generous gimme circle, no go, no bueno. Big old pop fly. So I went from hitting off the bottom of the club to the top. Buck 15. Ooh. That was about 2 clubs too short. Shit, yeah, 2.5 clubs too short. Almost. What do we got here? 370. Don't be OB, but that's nothing we want to be hitting out of. Especially on the real actual golf course. That's not anything you'd want to hit out of. Not bad. Back into the cabbage though. Okay, here's where you got to pay attention. 25 yards out of the poop. So you got to add like 5 yards. Sort of kind of like that, I suppose. Oh, so close, yet so far. All right, what hole are we on? 17, buck 82. Tailwind, well, it ain't really a tailwind, but it's gonna push us to the right. Is that low again? Yeah, pretty low. Okay, 35. It's gonna need to hit like 40 something yards here out of the trash. Was that low too? Yeah. That sucks. Anytime you're, I don't know, we're not as far away from the hole as we were on the other side, but that was kind of a miss hit there. Okay, looks pretty flat. And it must have been pretty flat because to make a putt from that far out. Okay, 3 something, I looked. Wow. Just obliterated that ball, bounced it off a tree. What do we got, a buck 23? A buck 23. Well, it's a pretty stupid shot here, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I gotta get out of here. What'd we get ourselves into here? Almost on the fairway, but we're closer to the pin. Let's just say that. 44 out of the cheddar. It's gonna play more like 50 something. Cabbage, not cheddar. Boy, that's hard to complain about that shot. Misread that pretty good. Oh, we're done. Okay, 92. If you want to see the scorecard, pause it. We got to move on to the next round. I'm going to put you guys on hold. And we're back. Okay, this is gonna be round 2 of 2, Web Tour Winter 2024. Play round 2. Not a lot's changed here except for we're playing Friday pins instead of Thursday. All right, I'm gonna pause it and load this up. All right, we're all loaded up. For this round, okay, we shot a 92 on the first round. For this round, I'm gonna tee off with an iron. I just wanna see what my score looks like if I don't use my driver. I do this sometimes. I encourage you to do it too, because the results are not quite as weird as you would think. It's actually easy. It's easier to keep these on the fairway. So, especially in the simulator where it doesn't matter and nobody's going to be there to make fun of you and ask you why you're not hitting driver off the tee box. Go ahead and give it a shot. So here we go. This is a driverless round. Don't do this on the tips tour though, you will regret it. Okay. Almost on the fairway, just too damn far. What's funny is that's 6 iron should go further than that. That ain't a bad little shot. I'm gonna putt. You know, you could leave the driver out of the bag on the tips tour. It depends on the course, because sometimes the tips tour will go on those courses where if you don't hit your drive like 250 or 275 yards, you can't get on the fairway, or there's a hazard. And if you don't hit far enough, you go into the water. I obviously can't hit my 6 iron that far, but I think you guys get the point. Okay, that is unfortunate. That was pretty toey, I think. It kind of hurt. 350 left to go. I'm just gonna keep plugging away here with the old 6 iron. You know what, let's hit the 4 iron. Probably hit the 4 iron off the tee too. 4 iron is hard to hit, but it's still easier to hit than driver. That was a real bad shot. Still 239 out. We'll just hit 4 iron again. Maybe not hit it off the toe. That felt a lot better, but it still must have been toey. Like I said, 4 iron is hard to hit. Oops. I do that every so often. That was not even close to far enough. That actually kind of pisses me off. That should have gone a lot farther than that. But what's done is done, and this is a par 5, so maybe we can get out of here relatively unscathed. Sit down. Way overcooked that. This is turning into a bit of a nightmare here. Greens feel a little more something. Okay, 4 iron. Nice and easy. Okay, that was a pretty pure shot, but no good deed goes unpunished. We're still hitting out of the garbage. Also note that I hit my 4 iron 220 yards, and sometimes I don't even hit my driver that far. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Golf's funny. Oh, that ain't gonna be bad. Might be a little too long. What are we doing? It does look uphill. I think I have overcooked the ball. It didn't feel like it should have been that overcooked. Yeah, shitty misread there. Four iron. Assuming it hits where it's supposed to. Got a little bit of wind helping us to the left. Might have been off the toe. Not bad, but those are like 8 iron numbers there. I realize we're hitting up a hill. I realize we're hitting up a hill into the wind. Might be okay. Just really want to pick this ball out of the crap, or you're gonna hit too far. Sit down. Sort of like that, almost was too far. Oh man, did I overcook it? Yeah, I overcooked it. Ooh, lucky that was only a bogey. Okay, let's see what the old 4 iron can do here. Scoreboard keeps popping up. I can't see nothing though because my taskbar won't disappear. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's just try to fly all of this crap here because we are hitting downhill, but we are kind of hitting into a headwind too. Felt toey. Is it toey? Yeah, a little toey. Not bad. Onto the fairway. 125. It's gonna play about 115. I'm gonna hit this 45-degree wedge, which is probably most people's pitching wedge, but my Callaway Rogue irons are a little aggressive with the lofts. Not bad. I think my pitching wedge is no kidding like 41-degree loft. Bit aggressive according to some of the other club data I'm seeing on the internet. Oh, that's way overcooked. What are you doing, man? These do not feel like 11 stimp greens. Get in the hole. Oh! Bogey. I'll take a bogey. 380. Doesn't particularly matter because we are teeing off with the 4 iron today. It was a 6, now it's a 4. Felt pretty pure. Maybe not 4 iron numbers there, but that ain't bad. We still got a ways to go here. Just gonna try to push us over. If you guys didn't know, whatever GSPro shows in the bottom left corner, if you don't use that club, it doesn't matter. Your launch monitor is looking for launch angle and stuff like that. Now I will caveat that by saying, like right now, if it's gonna say to use my 1 iron, which is my 60-degree wedge, because GSPro won't let you rename your golf clubs, that's an entirely different argument. But right now is the only caveat, because it's expecting to see a launch angle from a wedge. So you gotta tell it to use putter. I'm sure you guys already know this, but I try to include some education when I can. Bottom line is it doesn't matter what club you use, unless you are using a putter and GSPro's expecting you to use a wedge, because you will have a bad time. Another overcooked ball. It's just when you're hitting off the fringe, you gotta give it a little something extra. That'll work. 150. Uphill though. 52, 142, 150. A little bit of wind. I'm not accurate enough to care about freaking 9 miles an hour of wind. Felt a little toey, and it was. Took a little bit too much club there. Again, I gotta tell this damn thing I'm putting or bad things will happen. And we are severely downhill. Can't give this too much mustard. You mostly just hit it and hopefully it rolls somewhere useful. This particular ball is rolling to Iowa and still may not stop. It did stop. I was gonna spare you guys the pain and fast forward. Now we are hitting uphill, so we've got to give it extra mustard. Almost got it in the hole there. Could have been better, but it was a bogey. Okay, what are we doing here? We know we're hitting the 4 of irons, and we got a tailwind. So if we get, oh, this one. This is the one I got trapped behind those trees where the fairway bends over to the right in the last round. That felt real good, but I have once again trapped myself behind the trees, and we're a mile from the hole. I'm just gonna hit 4 iron again. Boink. Okay, that was sort of weird. It is a par 5, and we did a lot. I think we hit an 8 or a 10 on this hole last time. So this is gonna play about 110 yards, and it's out of the cabbage. Should be good. Okay, we're downhill. We got to be real careful on a short putt that is that downhill. You almost just want to touch the ball. It was still almost too far. Okay, 160, I don't know, 165. We got a tailwind. I don't know. That'd have been a sexy, sexy shot, but pulled it or pushed it or whatever the hell over into that bunker on the left side of the green. So let's flop this out of here. Oh no! You hate to go coast to coast. I mean, I hate it. Sure as hell hope you do too, because it sucks. $11 uphill. 11 what? It's 11 yards. Keep that in mind. Didn't quite read the break or the distance accurately. What's this little guy doing here? It's gonna try to push us to the left. Let's just try to, I don't know, sort of kind of cut this a little. That wasn't a good shot at all. And we're behind a tree. Hitting them toey. That is so much better than shanking stuff, though, I'll tell you that. Still a little toey, I can tell, because it went over to the left, right up against a tree. As a right-hander, you could not play that ball. GSPro doesn't seem to recognize that, so I'm going to take what I can get. But nobody's playing that shit. No left-handers or right-handers playing that shit right against that tree. And then hitting a shot like that right up against the tree. No, sir. It's down. It's down. This is going to be another one where you barely tap the ball and watch it dribble to the hole. Just like that. That kind of sucks. To miss by that margin and then waste another damn stroke. That's usually the part of the video where, especially that, took a double bogey on some dumbass crap like that. That's usually the part of the video where we start dropping some F-bombs. This is gonna play like 124, which is what club for me? The wedge of pitching, if I could get it out of my bag. Good contact. It was just, I could tell it was toey or low or something. Thin. Whoa there, slow down. I remember this. So the last round, the pin was over, like up this hill. I mean, this is still a shitty shot, but last time I putted, I think this time I'm gonna use the club I should actually use. If I don't hit it far enough, I hit the side of that hill. Honestly, there's no telling where this ball will go. But I'm not that accurate. I mean, that wasn't bad. And it stayed in the gimme circle. Okay, 512. Let's see what the old 4-iron does. Probably off the toe based on what it's doing. Yep. That's what's kind of cool about being able to see this slow-mo camera here, down here. It's going to be on your left, bottom left. Is you can compare what you felt to what actually happened, and it's kind of a nice way to see what you're doing. Because you got to be pretty seasoned. You got to be a pretty seasoned golfer to know. Oh, see, that sucks. Get out of there. You got to be a pretty seasoned golfer to know what's going on without being able to see that. This better be a par 5 because this is the 3rd time I've hit my 4-iron. And that one looks like it's going to Mars. No, that was a good shot. A little too far right. Oh! Okay, boy, that'd have been, that could have gone in the hole if it wasn't so damn far. You hate to see that. But I guess if I could chip out of the cabbage to within 5 feet of the hole, I'd probably be quite a bit better golfer than I am, right? Oh, did I overcook it too? Thankfully, no. That's too many golf balls in the net here. 13th hole. What do we got here? 350. Ooh, I like that a lot. Let's see what happens. Nice easy swing here. Nice slow takeaway. I can tell that was low on the club. It's basically going where I wanted it to. 200 yards. There's almost no point in using my driver at this point. Except almost an extra 100 yards when I actually hit it correctly, which is not that often. Driver's hard to hit, guys. That was a bit fat. We'll see where it goes. Yeah, pins on the back of the green. Should have been paying attention. If I'd have clubbed down one, I'm pretty sure I could have rolled that right up to the hole. Got to pay attention. It's real easy to screw this shot up too. Choke way down, get those feet close together. Oh, I'll take that. We'll take all the pars we can get. Okay, 14th hole. Nothing's striking me here other than the wind. It's 10 miles an hour, give or take, from left to right. Gonna be out of the cabbage, which sucks. I don't feel like hitting a hybrid. Okay, that was a miss hit by the launch monitor, which is lame as shit, especially for a launch monitor this expensive. Okay, thankfully it got that one. A little too far to the right. Ejected a golf ball out here. Buck 29. Out of the cabbage. I can't seem to find my golf clubs because I'm an idiot. Where did I put my P wedge? It's literally not in its spot here. It was hanging out with the 5-iron. Don't pretend you haven't done that before. I do it a lot when we're playing with a group of guys that we don't know, and they're a bit better than us, because you'll start to rush. And when you start to rush, you stop putting your head covers on. You start putting your clubs in the wrong spot in the bag. Start taking crappy shots. I'm not a very social person, so getting paired up with people I don't know on the golf course is somewhat frustrating for me. If I told you anything else, I'd be lying. I like going with friends. I like going with people that are roughly the same handicap I am, because then you don't have to rush. Sometimes you're waiting on them. This looks like it's sloped pretty good and it's downhill, so we'll just trickle it up there. Oh, so close. Another problem I have, and I'm sure you guys do too, is that not all of the people I play with keep score the same way. Some of them do breakfast balls and all of that shittery. I don't particularly believe in it. Which just makes the round go longer if you're hitting mulligans and breakfast balls and all of that bullshit. That felt really terrible. Now we're going to be hitting off the sidewalk. Cart path, concrete, what is it going to call it here? Concrete? I don't think there's any penalty off of concrete, but we are hitting uphill. That was a real bad shot. Real bad shot. We're pin high, but we're, you know, a football field's width away from the hole, which you hate to see. I think a football field's what? Is it 50 yards wide? I don't know. Close to it? Well, that wasn't bad at all. That might be in the circle. Nope, not quite. All right. Let's get out of this hole here. Oh! That sucks. Why won't my taskbar disappear? I've got it hidden in OBS. I think I do. I don't want you guys seeing all the stupid video games I play. Let's just say one of the icons on my taskbar is it's a square green face that looks like it's frowning, if you know what that is. I find that people either love that game or they hate it. Let me guess, Toei again? That sucks. It's always these long ass holes that you hit a shitty drive on too. Well, a shitty 4-iron in our case. That might work. Whoa! Wowee! What's it gonna tell us to do here? Putt? Downhill? That sucks. Let's see if we can trickle that over there. I'd say that was a fairly valiant effort. Oh yeah, I got it. Paw. Paw. 180 yards. No driver. We have not hit driver once today. Looks like we got some wind that's gonna want to push us to the right. Don't let it fool you. That ain't bad. Should be on the green, but it ain't gonna be anywhere near the hole. That was a 6-iron. I mostly play what the thing in GSPro to the bottom left tells me to play, but Sometimes I get froggy. This is a hellaciously long putt and it's uphill, about 70 feet. And I think I still overcooked it. Maybe? Yeah. Definitely left that one in the oven too long. It will not be undercooked. Get in that damn hole. Nope. What's that, bogey, double bogey? All right, folks, 18th hole of the second round. Teeing off with a 4-iron, all except for the first few holes, if I'm not mistaken. Got a bit of a tailwind here. Let's see what happens if I can hit this pure. No, it wasn't pure. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. And that shot hurt. That shot hurt. Okay, that felt pretty pure, but my God, is it going the wrong direction. Yow. Yow. Okay, we might have a direct line to the hole through some branches, which kind of sucks. What do we got here? 70 yards. That's a bit out of range for that club, I'd say. Let's hit this club and then aim a little bit to the left. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Somehow, those branches didn't affect the shot at all that I could see. Okay, this should be the last putt, but I've been wrong before. Oh, I overcooked it. Yep, was wrong by like 8 feet. Let's just get this over here. Get in the hole. All right, what do we got here? Okay, we shot a 90. That's really awesome. Got some pars, no birdies, a bunch of bogeys. My typical golf. I can't see what place I'm in. I'm sure it's not great, but that was a 92, then a 90, 2 rounds. I don't want this video to go much longer than it has. I appreciate you guys watching. Tomorrow's Christmas. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, whatever you do around this time of year. Try to enjoy your family. They won't be around forever. You sure as hell won't be around forever. And maybe I'll get a couple of rounds in tomorrow while my wife's hanging out with her family. Maybe not. If I do, I'll see you then. If not, I will see you on the 26th. Have a good one, everybody.